In this video, I'm going to show you how to create Shopify sections using Claude Design. You can see here an example that I've just made for my ecom brand BBG. You can see this homepage section is fully animated. Let me show you some of the other sections that I've been creating as well. So I've got also like another homepage section, which is really cool. I've created some comparison tables. I've created even real results, so this section as well. So I've created all these using just like Claude Design. So how do you get started? Well, the first thing is when you create your first project, so you'd be going in here, you'd create a project, so prototype, new prototype, you'd name the project, so it'd be like a BBG demo. You click create and then it will create basically like a folder like this, right? And once you're in here, then all of the things that you ask it to do, they're just going to be created as pages. So what you, as a first step, what you need to do is you click chat, new chat, right? And then here, what you're going to ask is create me a Shopify section. And you'd basically copy paste in your reference. So here I've got a homepage section of Groons. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. I'm then going to paste this into the chat. So create me a Shopify section for my homepage, similar to Groons. Use my brand guidelines for BBG. Keep it in my style, and then finally provide a easy copy pastable liquid section that I can upload to my theme, right? And also I'm just going to link the website so that it can actually look at it in case it needs to. And then when I say that use my brand guidelines, what you're going to want to then do is also upload any brand guidelines that you have. So we had a designer actually work on a bunch of things for us. So we had this whole design system made, you know, with like a brand identity card, etc. Right? So I'm going to use this. So I've got the brand identity card, and you can see it's got like all the fonts and colors and stuff. So I'm going to add that in. And then I'm going to click, well, first I'm going to actually see the model being used. And for first runs, it's recommended that you use Opus 4.7. Obviously, Claude's currently the most powerful model. But then for iterations, so if you're going back and forwards, you know, to make edits, you then use Sonnet. So for now, I'll use Opus 4.7. I'm then going to click send. And we essentially now wait maybe about 2-3 minutes. Awesome, and you see it's now provided the output, right? So it's literally created this from our reference files. And as an option, it's basically saying you can download the liquid file here and then we could upload it. But first I want to make some amends. So please animate the section so the letters bounce in the headline. And so does the bottle. And I'm going to change the model now to Sonnet 4.6. And after this, provide the liquid section to download. And you can see so far now it's actually started creating animation, but it's noticed that it has this line break, which is too much. And it's actually now looked at its own work that it's produced, and it's seen that 2 clear fixes are needed, and it's now tackling these both. Right, so let's see what it does then moving forwards. Yeah, this one looks pretty good, but maybe again I'm going to ask it to reduce some of this white space here and maybe get things in line. So let me try this now. So what I can do is I can actually draw this, and I can say reduce the white space here, and I'm gonna Q this. If I click Q, it's now gonna appear here as like a screenshot, and then I'm also gonna do this. Let me write down ensure the text 1 is aligned left to the same margin as 20 underneath it. Right, so I've just written that. Let me just queue that as well. So I've basically asked it to align this and also to reduce the white space here. So let's see if it can do this as well. Let's send both of these commands. And now it's provided pretty much a perfect section design, right? So it's removed the white space, it's corrected the alignment as well. Really good. So now it's provided the updated liquid file. So I'm going to download this now. So I've now downloaded the liquid file. So it's BBG Hero, right? Let me just look at this now. So let me just remove prior ones that I had actually downloaded just so that I can rename it. So I'm going to call it BBG Hero. So here it is. And if I actually open it within anti-gravity, I can show you what's included. So anti-gravity is my IDE. But you can see here within the file, it's actually all structured as a liquid that you can just simply copy and paste into your theme. So it's even got the instructions written in comments here telling you what to do. So drop the file into sections BBG. Right, it's then got the styles within the actual section itself, and then below is going to have the HTML, right? And then even below that, it's got the schema settings, which allow you to then edit the text within your theme editor, right? So the liquid file looks really solid. And then if I open back up Google Chrome, I'm going to open up my Shopify theme. I'll go into the code, right? So I need to actually click this edit code so I can see the actual files within the theme itself. And then here you can see I've got the Dawn theme, and then under sections what I'm going to do is right click this, upload, and now I'm going to find that hero file. And it says invalid JSON tag in schema. Interesting. Okay. Let me see, what is the issue here? So it has said invalid JSON file in the schema. And let me just provide this as a feedback. So obviously not everything is going to go right 100% of the time. Previous times I've done this, it's worked quite well, but it's good that it's now broken it, because we can then look at how we work to fix such issues like this. So you can see I just basically go back into Claude and then I work out the problem. So let's see what it says. So it's found that the script.js block has been placed inside the schema tag, which breaks the JSON. So the end schema must come right after the closing of the JSON end bracket. Cool. So let's see what it provides. So it's going to move the script out of the schema part of the liquid file. Okay, so here it is. Just gonna wait for this. Yep, okay, cool. So it's done. Let me download that. And now it's this one, so BBG Hero 1. So let me again just delete the old one. I'm just gonna rename this BBG Hero. And I'll open this up. I'm going to go into my theme. I'm then going to, once again, go back into this, upload a section, and then I click on Hero. It's now uploaded this, and now what I can do is I can go back into my Shopify theme. I refresh the page, so then we should be able to see the section appear when we actually go on to add section to the template. I scroll down, BBG Hero is now here. Isn't that sweet? Cool. Everything's bouncing around, everything's cool, and then it's even modifiable. So happy, healthy every day, which is like a tagline. One tasty gummy. A healthy multivitamin. 20 vitamins and minerals, real fruits, real veggies. Awesome. And yeah, so when I do get the product image, I can then upload it here, and it's gonna hopefully overwrite this. And let's see again if it's mobile. Yeah, it is. So it's mobile friendly as well. So I think this gives you a good insight into how you can create Shopify theme sections using Claude Design. I'm going to build out basically my entire website like this. I think you can see that I had built already, some other sections already. I'm going to work on them a bit more. Real results, some comparison tables, all of this kind of stuff. But really, I think this opens up so many doors, right? Because you can literally start visiting other websites, see areas or designs that you like, and then just copy paste these, reference them, and then ask it to build it in your design style. So I hope that was interesting, and if you are interested in learning more Claude tutorials like this, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be writing about all things Claude, all things operator, e-commerce, marketing, and how to just generally be more productive using Claude.